When a K-pop star reaches global fame, every gesture, partnership, and relationship ceases to be personal. That is precisely what is happening to V, Kim Tae-hoon, of BTS, who has recently found himself at the center of a new wave of controversy. The criticism directed at him isn't about one specific incident, it's a convergence of his past actions, brand collaborations, and the tense global climate, where a pop idol is no longer just an entertainer but a cultural symbol forced to shoulder the weight of social awareness. 1. The storm rekindled by a fashion event. It all began when V attended W Korea's charity event, which gathered many A-list celebrities. What was intended to be a positive cause unexpectedly turned into a flashpoint of outrage, as the public accused some participants of ignoring ongoing humanitarian issues. Among them, V became the primary target of online criticism. From social media threads to viral TikTok videos, V's past was dissected and reinterpreted. What once seemed normal, such as brand partnerships or casual behavior, is now viewed through the moral microscope of an increasingly sensitive world. 2. When branding becomes a trap. A widely shared post listed several of V's supposedly controversial actions, including collaborations with Coca-Cola and McDonald's, brands that have been accused by some of being linked to global issues. Critics argue that these endorsements were insensitive, especially amid the conflict in Gaza. Like many Korean celebrities, V has never made political statements. Yet that very neutrality has become a double-edged sword. Silence is interpreted as complicity, and business deals are read as a lack of empathy. One viral comment summarized this sentiment. "He's promoting McDonald's, a brand that supports genocide. What does that say about him?" This shift in perception reveals how commercial choices are now politicized, with every endorsement carrying moral implications. 3. When idols are denied the right to be imperfect. Beyond brand choices, V has also been called out for past behaviors, from playful interactions in old clips to alleged aggressiveness toward fans. One short video showing him acting roughly with a female fan went viral and sparked heated debates. There is no concrete evidence that V acted inappropriately, yet in the digital age of out-of-context clips, a single misunderstood gesture can become proof in the hands of an audience eager for scandal. As one harsh commenter put it, Tae-hoon from BTS is one of the strangest and most problematic idols out there. From a beloved global star, V has become a scapegoat, a symbol of the impossible moral standards placed on modern celebrities. 4. The pressure behind the silence. Despite the uproar, V has chosen to remain silent. No statements, no defenses, no apologies. For an international artist, that's often the safest option. But in the age of cancel culture, silence itself is seen as a sin. Online debates are now polarized. Some argue that V is insensitive, while others believe the public is being unreasonably harsh. One side demands accountability and apology, the other side insists that forcing artists to take moral stands on every global issue is a form of psychological violence in disguise. As one fan wrote, "He's not a politician. He's an artist. Why does every move have to be political?" 5. A new perspective, idols in an era of global sensitivity. The controversy surrounding V reveals an undeniable truth. K-pop idols have transcended entertainment to become cultural, social, and even moral symbols. In a world connected 24/7, fans and critics don't just follow their music, they monitor what they buy, who they work with, and how they react, even their silence. Every business decision can be framed as immoral, and every misstep amplified into a moral crisis. As a result, stars like V must live under constant emotional surveillance, where every act becomes a statement. Talent and charisma are no longer enough, idols are expected to embody a moral compass for the world, even as those moral standards shift daily. 6. The illusion of perfection. The truth is, no idol can please everyone. V exemplifies the paradox of modern fame. The more famous you are, the more vulnerable you become. The quieter you are, the more people assume you're guilty. The harder you try to be right, the more others accuse you of being fake. In today's digital landscape, the line between public persona and private self has vanished. These case highlights that a global idol is no longer judged by talent alone, but by their perceived sensitivity to the world's pain, whether fair or not. 7. Conclusion: V as a mirror of our times. The backlash against BTS, is more than a celebrity scandal. It's a mirror reflecting our hyper-connected, hypercritical era, where fans both worship and scrutinize their idols. Once, musicians were admired for their voices and performances. Now, they are measured by their moral correctness in every aspect of life. V has become a victim of the very influence that BTS helped create, a fame so massive that even silence speaks volumes. Ultimately, V's controversy is not just about one man's choices, it's about the impossible expectations placed on modern icons, and the blurred boundary between celebrity and social conscience. Whatever the outcome, this episode serves as a reminder to the entire K-pop industry. In a globalized world, the brighter the spotlight, the darker and longer the shadow it casts. In the age of instant outrage and digital memory, no celebrity is ever truly safe from their past, not even global icons like Kim Tae-hoon, of BTS. The singer and actor, celebrated worldwide for his charisma and artistry, has become the latest target of online scrutiny after a series of bold actions and brand collaborations were revived and labeled problematic. The controversy reignited following W Korea's recent charity event, which was intended to promote goodwill but instead sparked waves of criticism across social media. While many celebrities faced backlash for their participation, V quickly became the focal point, with users resurfacing older content and accusing him of being tone deaf amid ongoing humanitarian crises. 1. The resurfaced allegations. A viral post compiled a list of actions that netizens deemed controversial. Among them were V's brand partnerships with Coca-Cola and McDonald's, companies some activists have criticized for alleged involvement in or silence on global political issues, particularly the conflict in Gaza. Critics argue that by continuing to promote such brands, V showed a lack of sensitivity to world affairs. Others accused him of associating with figures considered controversial or problematic in South Korea's entertainment scene. Even small gestures, like his playful attitude during fan interactions, were reframed as aggressive or disrespectful behavior. This wave of reinterpretation has reignited a question that has long haunted the K-pop industry: should artists be held accountable not just for their art, but for the global implications of their every move? 2. The amplification of outrage. The criticism didn't stay confined to online forums. Clips mocking V spread rapidly on TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, with millions of views fueling further debate. While some videos exaggerated his actions for comedic effect, others framed him as an example of celebrity irresponsibility. The internet's judgment was swift and divided. Some users condemned him harshly. Taehoon is one of the most problematic idols. He doesn't care about global issues. Others, however, defended him, arguing that the outrage was disproportionate and performative, pointing out that most idols have little control over the brands they endorse under management contracts. This polarization is typical of the cancel culture ecosystem, where complex contexts are often reduced to viral soundbites and moral absolutes.